All right, we are live, man. Time to get everything right before we continue with this live stream. I have my list of everything I noticed. If you guys don't know, if you're just tuning in and you haven't been following, you're brand new here, please consider liking and subscribing. But I had tried NBA 2K22 yesterday, and I dropped a video explaining everything I experienced. There are quite a few things that felt way better on 2K22, but there was one game breaking aspect that would definitely not allow. I wouldn't ever recommend any of you guys to go back to 2K22, which I'm going to explain in this video. Well, in this live stream, I'm just sending out the notifications that I'm live, and then we can get on with it. Salute to everybody that's here. I appreciate y'all as always tuning in, showing love, supporting the platform that we work so diligently and extra hard to build up. Truly appreciate y'all, and everything y'all do is really amazing. Let me just let the Discord know we're live as well, and should be good to go. By the way, I love this the stream deck. It's really a useful piece of equipment. Roll call, no cap in the building. Vice is in the building. What's good, Vice? Traveris, what's good, man? What up? Big Zoe. Hawaiian Charisma out here. Appreciate you coming through, Hawaiian Charisma. I try to get to know folks as they become more consistent on the platform. I try to get familiar with the name. So I've seen Hawaiian Charisma here for quite a bit. Bro, shooting is still bad in this game. Facts, Elijah. Shooting is going through some woes in 2K23. What's good? Damar Thomas, what do you need help with? Just let me know what you need help with. Savvy Gaming was good. Yeah, he messaged me on Discord. What up, Bam? Yeah. Chilling, y'all. I appreciate y'all so much. Salute to y'all, man. Salute to y'all. Roll call, EBS Productions, Chicago. Appreciate you being here. Salute to y'all. Michael Thurman, anyone having trouble connecting? Are y'all having trouble connecting? Are y'all going through that right now? Timothy Moe in here. Appreciate you. Dirty Jers was good. Appreciate y'all, man. It's so, the energy be so good, man. I swear. You know, when let's have a little serious talk before we get into 2K22. When I sit back and think of what this road could have been like, I started the day off. I saw Cole the Man. Let me put you on a little bit of what I experienced and how humbling it is. And this is not to be dramatic. This is just to share a little bit of my experiences with y'all. So I got on my phone, and I got a notification that Cole the Man was live. If y'all don't know Cole the Man, go check him out. He's been in the 2K community for years now. What up, Luck? What's good, man? NBA 2K random guy, what up? 2K22 is not better than 2K23 is what Junior 2K said. But we're going to get into this little story that I have for y'all, how my morning started. And a lot of you guys with your super huge egos probably won't appreciate this, but hopefully one day if you humble yourself or life humbles you, either way, one of the two are going to happen. But I get on my phone and I see that I got the notification from Cole the Man. So I click the link and join. He was on Kick. If you guys don't know, kick.com is coming up heavy. We don't know if they're going to stay heavy, but they're coming up heavy. A lot of creators over there. But anyway, I go on to the live stream and I follow, Cole the Man as he's live streaming. And I also say, what up, Cole? And when I said that, the response from Cole the Man, somebody who's been in the 2K community for years, somebody who's grown on multiple platforms, his response is, "Oh, All City, I appreciate you and the content you make." This is what he's telling me as I'm watching. He said, "It always comes up on my recommended. Thank you for the content." And then he ended it with saying, "If that's the real All City." So I found it extremely humbling because it made me realize that we've grown our work here on this platform. We have grown to the point where now folks reference me as, oh, if that's the real All City. And hopefully you guys could appreciate what that means when someone references you. Hold on, is that the real one? Because it was really humbling, and it made me kind of sit back and think about the journey we took to get here. Our subscriber count doesn't nearly match the influence or impact we have on the 2K community, where every single large creator, it seems like, knows about us, which is dope. And that's a testament to how much work that I have personally put in and we have put in as a unit and management team of the All City brand. It just means a lot. We've come a long way, and it's just a beautiful thing that we're able to be here, hit start live stream, and just chill and kick it with y'all, which is really dope, and just talk about 2K, a platform that not many other creators offer the viewers, just to come in and vent, share your grievances or share your joys, one or the other, and we just talk about it. So super dope, man. Just wanted to share that with y'all. Hopefully y'all could be humbled in that way, one way or another. The real All City, please stand up. Yes. That man Juju, what up, man? Loving the streams, appreciate you so much. Trevor, what up? Tim and Tanis, appreciate you being here. Yes, indeed. So let's get on with it. He said, Valenta Nan said, glad to know it's not just me having trouble connecting. I just unplugged my internet and everything, trying to figure this out. Thanks for letting me know. All right, there's something must be going on with the service. I am all my other games connections, no problem. Ethernet with 1 gig. All right, so Michael Thurman is having problems. Wagwan Mars, Wagwan. I subbed to Discord, and you all gave me a 3 and D build. Was grinding all night, going on 3 hours sleep. Michael Thurman, salute to you. Thank you so much for subscribing to our Discord, and that helps us easily segue into this new service that we're providing to members in our Discord community. If you guys would like to subscribe to our new service, where we're going to continue to grow this service, but during these initial stages of this service, if you're having trouble with your badges, your builds, and sometimes you may feel like, damn, I wish I had a trustworthy group of people that I can go in and explain how I want to play, and they could help guide me toward the best badges, best attributes, best animations for my play style. Not only that, we'll get on out there and play the game with you so we can get a better understanding of how you play. It's just a beautiful thing, because I know the 2K content is oversaturated when considering a new player getting on and trying to find out what's best for them. It seems to be oversaturated. So we needed to kind of personalize that experience. And now we're offering that kind of dedicated service, so that way you guys don't feel like you're alone out there with the sharks. Subscribe to our Discord. Join our Discord first. It's free to join, and there's a ton of stuff you can do within our Discord for free. But if you want that one-on-one personalized experience and instantly become a legend within our Discord with a verified badge by your name, to let everybody in our community know that you are indeed verified in our Discord, subscribe to our Discord. We'd love to have you. Type !Discord in the chat. The link will pop up. I need that, bro. Real talk. Yeah. Join, subscribe, join. We're out here. We're redirecting our focus toward subscribers of our Discord. So we're not going to just neglect everybody else, because our Discord is really large, pulling up on 25,000 members. But, we are redirecting our energy towards subscribers, because obviously these folks, if they're subscribing, they're going to need a ton of help and attention to get them right. So consider that for a second. That blue check in Discord goes crazy. Big facts, Vice. Yeah, you get a blue check mark similar to the Twitter check mark, saying that you are verified in our Discord. Yes, indeed. Always looking to help, man. And that's not to say that we're not easily accessible every single day in our Discord. I'm always in a party. You guys got questions, we got answers. So come through, or just chill and vibe out. We were on 2K22 yesterday, and I did it in our Discord. I live streamed it in our Discord. So for the folks that were interested, they were able to come and see and find out that 2K22 is an absolute wasteland. Man, oh man, it was so sad. I mean, we were all heartbroken because we went into the lab. I went into the lab in particular, and I'm there practicing, and it feels amazing. Now, I've spent a ton of time practicing in 2K23, and there was always something like my arms start to really bother me, and you feel like your thumb get kind of like if it's tired, pause. But you know, it's just your the motions in 2K, like just when you shoot the rock and you go to get the ball and you're under the rack and you try to walk back out to the 3-point line and you see 2K kind of stalling you, and all that time you're holding, like you're actually that whole time you're holding down on your controller just to get back to the 3-point line, but it's taking forever to get there. Not to mention you got to wait for adrenaline boost or shoot the rock with adrenaline boost and then wait for your stamina to slowly climb back up before you start another test of your dribble animations, comboing them up. All annoying, and all I didn't notice it. I was just annoyed by it until I got to 2K22 yesterday. When I got on 2K22 yesterday and noticed, oh my God, you are moving, performing a ton of dribble moves, and your stamina's full. Now, I don't personally agree with having full stamina on a 6'9" build that's dribbling his life away, but there needs to be a more fair compromise. 2K just scratched everything off the table and just, you know, incorporated these new mechanics, and I didn't mind them at all. They bother a little bit when you're in the lab trying to practice, but you kind of get used to it. It's only when you go back in time and get on 2K22 that you realize how much of a nuisance these new mechanics actually are. I wouldn't mind the new mechanics as long as 2K is able to let you practice with, say, the push of a button, you reset your adrenaline bars. Or say there's an option while you're practicing to say, leave me at a full stamina bar. So that way I could test out these dribble combinations, and you have an option to turn the stamina bar, like have the stamina bar drain or stay full so you could practice these animations. I think 2K needs to put more effort into the practicing sessions that so many players spend so much time in. I don't think 2K is even aware of this, and it could be its own portion of the game. And I could almost guarantee that if they logged the hours of the amount of time that players practice versus the amount of time that they're actually in a game mode, 2K would very quickly find out that a lot of players just like to spend hours upon hours in the lab. I think 2K needs to realize that, and they need to put effort into creating a portion of the game that accommodates the players that just want to practice before they get on out there. Gatorade does play a big part in game. Yeah, facts. Hold on. I missed the homie's comment. Let me see if I can get back up. Uninstall Discord app, put your browser on desktop mode, and it'll act as if you're on a phone and desktop. Appreciate you saying that, Michael Thurman. Sorry if I missed the comments there while I was talking about my experience. What would we like to see for 24 to make it a good game mode, etc.? I feel like old gym should come back. It was a good game mode for lowering your stress level. Facts. I enjoyed old gym as well. I'll get into some of the things that we could change in just a second. I want to make sure that I get to the homie's statement because I think I missed it. Man, I thought I was the only one who felt that. What up, Coins? Was good, man. It was like Mad Max yesterday. To be honest, I'm tired of 2K and all the goofy-ish. 2K is starting to get the level of EA. A lot of people are feeling like that, ODF. Appreciate you. Is Gatorade a must have for every game? So I use 2 out of the 3 Gatorades. There's one that gives you this one Gatorade. So it's best to use 3. It's best to use all 3. If you're like, I'll give you a perfect example. What's the homie's name? Thomas. I'll give you a perfect example to understand this. Animations, this, so you can make your own educated decision on whether Gatorade is absolutely needed. And that's all dependent on your goals for 2K. Animations are directly tied into stamina. So as soon as you got that locked in, That helps you better understand what Gatorade is doing for your player. If animations are directly tied into your stamina, you have three Gatorades. You have one Gatorade that actually gives you an additional bar, additional 20%, if I'm not mistaken. Then you have one that slows down the drain and one that speeds up the recovery. All three are useful in the sense that you're able to maximize the amount of stamina that you have on your build. So if animations are directly tied into stamina, the more stamina you have, the more optimal the animations you are going to perform. So that's the best way to make an educated decision on which Gatorades you should have. So if you're a spot up shooter that never gets called into the paint, that never actually puts the ball down and dribbles, you're just spotting up, or maybe you do one or two dribble moves to drive into the paint. What I would do to make a better educated decision is I'll go to the corner in the Gatorade facility and see one or two moves, drive with no Gatorade. This is how much stamina it takes. You watch and you monitor how much stamina you have for the setup process that you take to drive to the rack, and that'll determine whether or not you need Gatorade. It's as simple as that, y'all. If you're going to go into a highly competitive game with super tough defense and you are going to have to put the ball on the ground, first of all, I highly recommend Gatorade just in general, because you feel like, me personally, I feel like I shoot better when I have max stamina. That's me. But, if you're in a highly competitive game, these are where Gatorade comes into effect, because you may need to pull off that game winner. You may need to put the ball on the ground, wasting some stamina as you put the ball on the ground. So these, this, so you make your own decision. You don't need to listen or pay attention to what anybody else is saying about Gatorade. As long as you know how it works, the benefits you receive from it, and what you may be lacking without it, you make a decision from there. You'll be straight. Hopefully that answered that question. Let's get on over into some of the comments. Coach Z, what up, man? Just making sure I'm not wasting his sub city. 2K23 so trash. Why am I having to change my jump shot every month or two? As in my Coach Z, although I've been reluctant to change, but I know what you're talking about. I think 2K24, they need to only let teams do rec and keep rec randoms only. That was not a bad idea. I know it's frustrating for you randoms out there. One of my biggest gripes is the matchmaking, at least in the rec. The matchmaking is horrible, but I think that's due to the lack of players, which we're going to get into as well, because I think there's a reason why there's not many players on 2K22. It seems like we are putting too much expectations on 2K. It's obvious they don't have the talent to make a balanced, fun game. But it's not obvious, and that's where it becomes confusing, ODS Swift. It becomes confusing because we had NBA 2K22. I mean 2K20. We had 2K19. We had 2K17. We had 2K16. So it's not too obvious for us veteran players that 2K can't create greatness. In those years, the gameplay mechanics were not what people were complaining about. Your actual in-game play was not what folks were complaining about. They would complain about lag. They would complain about visual aesthetics, things like this. But they were not complaining heavily about gameplay mechanics. And I think 2K kind of, because of those complaints flooding in for quite a few years, 2K kind of changed their whole direction and mainly focused on aesthetics, making, because I think they got so many complaints from you goofies. Like, I could only imagine the complaints that Mike Wang and Ronnie 2K were reading off. Like, I know a lot of you goofies were saying, we want tighter pants. We want shinier pants. We want a glizzy hat. We want to wear a hot dog on our head. I know a lot of y'all were complaining. So 2K, Mike Wang, Ronnie 2K said, well, we got to oblige. We got to accommodate these folks who are complaining. So they gave you guys a bigger city with shinier, tighter pants for you guys to be happy out there with a whole glizzy hat on your head. So to each their own. We just got to watch what we complain about, because 2K may deliver. And now it looks like we're getting the aesthetics, but we're not getting the gameplay. So Yeah, I definitely don't want tighter. I mean, them pants on 2K are like, man, stickers. Them joints are like Velcro on you. You can't even. They just painted on. You guys love them tight pants. Why are we doing fashion walks in 2K? Somebody explain it, right? Somebody explain why we're doing fashion walks in 2K. Yeah, I don't get it. Maybe they're trying to incorporate like the culture, hip hop culture into 2K. So, a lot of you guys, I already know half of y'all in the stream right now be doing the fashion walks in the bathroom mirror. I already know half of y'all doing that. So that's why 2K said, well, let's just add it into the game. And half of y'all being Ronnie 2K's DM saying, can we get a fashion walk, please? So that's why they incorporated the fashion walks. We want to wear a hot dog on our head, Michael Thurman. Man, I tell you. Oh, man. Let's see if we get some. Been rocking the same shot since day one. Shooting like 70% from three in rec and 68 in park. Base LaMelo, release 1 and 2, Rudy Gay. Solid shot, Joey Blunt. Yep. I promise they'll give me the worst to play with and then give me the sweatiest team to go against. Yeah, that's facts. What up, Prince Charming? What up, Daryl Jones? Bro, I'm dead. Painted on. Yeah, them joints be painted on. I know, because I'm saying this in the live stream right now. I know a lot of you guys are checking your My Player right now and saying, oh, I didn't even know I had them tight pants on. I didn't even realize I had them joints was painted on me like that. I know a lot of y'all. Curse of the glizzy hats. Facts. I love my fashion walks in the bathroom. You see, that man Juju said it. You see what I'm saying? I know y'all. You think I don't know y'all? I know y'all, B. Yeah, I think I don't know you. That man Juju said, I love my fashion walks in the bathroom mirror. Own it. You guys are owning it you guys are making your 2K players own it. So how about you just straight own it? Appreciate your honesty, that man Juju. That's what's up, man. Go ahead and do your fashion walks. If you subscribe to the NBA, when they come out with their weekly email, it has the weekly shoes, best dress, etc. Okay, interesting. That's where they're getting it from, Tim and Tannis. I see what you're saying. I get it. Yeah, because that is a little thing. That is a little thing. That watching the NBA players come and go from the game and what they're wearing. I love Speed said Glizzy is gone, so I love Speed removed his Glizzy hat. 2K dies after the first patch. It rewarded good on-ball defenders and punished dribblers for over dribbling, and that was an absolute fact. J Cash, 2K had it done perfectly. It was over. It was kind of excessive, I should say. The glitch steals. Nobody appreciates a defender on one side. The ball handler is coming down the court, dribbling safely. Defender on his left side, ball in his right hand. It doesn't fare well. It undermines a ball handler's attributes and badges if that defender glitches across him and gets to the other hand. All 2K had to do was make sure that animation was not in the game. So they had to remove two animations: the steal from behind, where they were well behind, 2 steps behind, and they glitch into a steal while you already beat the defender and you're driving to the rack. So they had to get rid of that animation so it doesn't undermine the ball handler and their attributes and badges. They also had to get rid of the one that glitches across your body, because the ball handler doesn't have any control over whether or not those animations queue up, because he's doing what he's supposed to do in keeping the ball safe. The shading system that 2K incorporated into 2K23 should make certain, absolute certain, that if the ball is in his right hand and the shading system is saying your defender is here, that tells the ball handler, I'm safe. The ball is in my right hand and I'm going towards the right. Instead, the whole system collapsed. Defenders were glitching across ball handlers to steal the rock. On-ball, one-on-one defense was absolute perfection outside of those two particular animations. If 2K just removed those animations, man, I'm talking about the trajectory of 2K23 and the future of 2K would be completely different right now. Folks wouldn't have left 2K23 to play NBA Live 19. It would have never happened. But 2K changed everything, and here we are talking about why. here we are. We got a creator that loved 2K23, now going back to 2K22 to see what it has to offer. It's crazy. I really don't know why they got us going through all of this stuff in this 2K game just to beat Chef, because Chef is garbage. I don't beat him in so many games already. All the games, I missed that. I always thought that was English for a second. Every game that they put him in, I don't. Oh, here we go. Man, that's a long. I'll leave that alone. I have yet to even see Russell Westbrook come out the presser with a glizzy hat. Street Fighter 6 demo better than 2K? WTF, boy. What you mean? And if you're hooping, you're doo-doo. I'm poop scooping. Them bars fire. All right, Michael Thurman. I didn't even know you was a rapper. That's dope. Michael Thurman does sound like an official, like East New York hood Michael Thurman. That sounds like an official rapper name. I ain't even gonna front. Appreciate the bars, Michael Thurman. Most rappers usually do go out there with their whole government name too, by the way. My biggest thing is every reward is trash. Well, I come from an era personally where we didn't get no rewards and you grinded your life away just to get a mascot. And 2K didn't say, hey, here's your mascot for grinding your life away. They said, no, F you, pay me. Give me 300,000 VC for this mascot that you spent so much time grinding to get. You grind just to unlock the opportunity to buy a mascot from 2K. How wrong is that? And now we're here complaining about the free rewards or what type of rewards they're offering. So I get it though. I get that for y'all paying. 2K does everything but the basketball part right. Should require driver's license next. Yeah, facts. Who is that? AJ. Appreciate that comment. 2K been deleting bills. Both of my friends got one or their bills deleted. And yesterday my nephew just got his deleted. Interesting. Did they delete the game? Yeah, because I've never heard somebody tell me that I know 2K deleted their bill. That's one. I'm just speaking facts. I haven't heard that. So that's definitely an issue if they're deleting bills and I haven't heard about it yet. Usually we got a finger on the pulse of the 2K community. So I'll definitely keep an eye out if I hear anything else about that. Maybe we could talk about it. That was sarcasm from the game. That's one of the answers of the rap story. Oh, I didn't even know that, Michael Thurman. I didn't even know that. Appreciate you. I was just playing though. I appreciate that, Michael Thurman. 2K should have kept their word on letting us respec our builds. See, that's a respectable decision to let the player base respec their builds. That would be a respectable decision that the player base would feel comfortable with the company in front of them, especially if they make changes to the gameplay. You're like, well, I'll just respec my build. Patches won't have that heavy impact. But 2K forgets this. This is what 2K, and being that I had a considerably poverty-stricken upbringing, I couldn't imagine dropping money on a build, doing my research, dropping money on a build season 1. I couldn't imagine dropping that money on a build, and then by season 4, the build is not viable anymore. And I don't have another $100 to put on the game. I would then have to spend my whole season 4 into season 5 grinding that build out so that he has enough attributes and badges just to be able to compete online. And that's unacceptable. It's unacceptable, man. So being able to respec our builds would be absolutely huge. It would be a huge statement from 2K to the community to say, yo, we appreciate y'all. That is what 2K will be telling us. Respec your builds. We appreciate you. Sorry for all the changes we continue to make, but bear with us. We're giving you the option to change your build because we're changing the game. Isn't that like... Wouldn't you think that'd be like a normal response? Just like, come on, get us right, 2K. You can't change the game after we paid. We're not paying a little bit of money. We're paying a lot of bit of money. So they went on 2K and their build wasn't there at all. Interesting. What's your biggest issue about 23 next gen? My biggest issue... All right, I'll give you my biggest issue. This is my biggest issue. The number one issue I have with 2K is that it was released amazing and now it's mediocre. The first few seasons of 2K, we were having nothing but fun. Like dead serious. We were in there. Everybody was excited to get on 2K. We met the learning curve. Everybody is eating. Players that were not as good on 2K22 were shooting lights out on 2K23. Everybody was happy, comfortable, even with those glitchy steal animations, even with defense being crazy. Everybody was happy. It wasn't until players started maxing out their bills, maxing out their badges, that we went out there and we started seeing these weird fumbling catch animations that stole your shot and allow a defender to make a good contest. It wasn't until folks started maxing out their bills and badges that you started witnessing this freaking cannonball bullet pass outlet that makes the person catch it, fumble, spin around, and straight walk right out of bounds, that now teams have to waste timeouts. Interior defense wasn't nearly as terrible and irrelevant. I got on 2K23 last night. When I say completely and utterly irrelevant is interior defense, oh my God. You're standing right there, cutting off the lanes, and the folks are taking off like you're not even there. And the community is so brain dead that they don't even know if they're going to get contested or not. They're just saying, I'm going up. I don't care if it's defender there. I'm going up. I respect the folks that go up with their dunk meter, but the folks that don't, they should get contested. And there was absolutely zero contests yesterday. So, there's these little things that as 2K was putting on these patches, to me, it seems like they were peeling back layers and all the goofiness was under the layers that made 2K23 great. So those are my biggest gripes with 2K. They can't have these type of things in the game because they're kind of game breaking and they ruin the fun. You get a player that's in the air high above defenders. There's another aspect of it that I've noticed. Some of the things that I've noticed. You get a player that's in the air way high above. He's driving way high above defenders. His hand is over the rim. His hand is maybe, there's the rim right here. There's the rim. His hand is right here. All he has to do is come down and the ball is dunked, convert for 2 points. Do you think that happens? No, 2K launches him into a completely different animation, and it goes into a goofy layup animation that fails to convert for 2 points. So, these things are just like game breaking. They undermine the development process. And considering that we didn't experience these things in previous versions of 2K, way older versions of 2K, we didn't experience them. Why do we experience them when 2K has more capacity to develop a much better game? Because that's what the next gen consoles offer, these development teams. And this was spoken right out of Mike Wang's mouth. We have more capacity to add more to the game, making the experience much better. It's what was supposed to happen, but it's not. Imagine your player being more goofy, maxed out. Oh, this is facts. I hate playing against people I know that are not good, just getting contested layups and dunking on 2 people, and they're not good. Yeah, it's like, because the decision making, that they're not good. Like, for instance, they're wide open for a 3-point shot, they pass up taking the 3 and they drive into the paint. Just these little decisions, spacing on the floor, constant moving on offense. You already know the competitor you're up against, and you already know that you're supposed to beat them by 40 or 50 points. But it so happens that the RNG in 2K doesn't allow that to happen. That's not enough defensive animation for offense. Yeah, there isn't. And I think they need to dive deeper into the defensive animations to compete with the offensive animations. Patch defense is what C. Patterson said. Show us the ping in the rec. Say it again. Say it again, BX Scotty. Can we see a ping an indicator to let us know what type of game we're walking into. If you guys don't know what ping is, if you never played Call of Duty, ping, the higher your ping, the higher the latency or lag you're going to experience in the game. The lack of responsiveness is attributed to a higher ping. But a lot of games that we play online, the developers allow us to see the ping before going in so that we know what we're going into and we can make the decision on whether or not we want to play at that ping. 2K doesn't show us a ping, so we go in there thinking it's going to be something like the last game we just played that we went 10 for 10 from 3. How many times has this happened to y'all? You just went 10 for 10. The most amazing game that you've had. 10 for 10 from 3. Y'all all hype talking about it. You get ready for the next game. Now you're on 300 ping. How you go 10 for 10 at 40, 60 ping, and now you're at 300 ping the very next game? And I know it's outlandish, but now you're at 300 ping the very next game. You can't make one shot. Everybody bricking wide open. What up, Kenny? What's good, man? It feels like bums are getting worse. Man, they are getting worse. Why? Because 2K is encouraging these bad habits. We have 3 years of bad habits already. 2K21, 2K22, 2K23. 3 years of bad habits. 2K20 didn't allow room for bad habits. The defense was relevant. 2K19 especially didn't leave room for no bad habits. If you were an elite point guard, you had to be elite against those elite lockdowns. All badges should be disabled in Rec and Pro Am. I don't agree that all badges, that was Legs McGee. That's pause. But I don't agree that all badges should be disabled, but it would be dope if there is an option, like a separate door that says attributes only. Wouldn't that be dope? A separate door to go into the rec that says attributes only, or put that joint in the theater or something. Put it, you know what I mean? Like,
you see what Wagey or Waggy said?
Nah, I don't scroll back up. Waggy, you just put it back on.
The city brother 2K needs to raise prices so they can produce better content.
You obviously trying to troll. Wagey or Waggy is what my wife said your name was, so I didn't jack it up. That was her, but I'll oblige because of your comment. 2K does not need to raise prices. That is not conducive toward developing a connection with the community, because they've done so much damage with the inflation cost as it is. Folks ain't having it. And if 2K raises prices for this bootleg game, then that's only because, if you guys don't know, if you go on the PlayStation Store top 10, 2K23 is there. That means that a lot of players have purchased 2K23, and that means that they're one of the leading developers. And if we allow them to raise prices, or if they continue to raise prices, they're only leading the way for other developers to raise their prices because of the success that 2K has raising prices. So we don't want them to raise prices. Hell nah. They don't need no more money to make a good game. They have endless financial resources right now and endless resources to get the staff that they need to make the game that needs to be made. You want to give people more money? Super chat. Okay. If you're looking to give people more money, super chat. But nah, man, it don't work like that. You don't give a company that has endless resources more opportunity to dig in your pockets. That don't make no sense to me. But obviously you wanted a reaction. You got a reaction. And that's facts. That's the truth. We've been doing this for a little while. How about Ronnie 2K and Mike Wayne go live on Twitch or YouTube and take suggestions for the next 2K game? Let's see their facial reactions. That's not a bad idea. That's not a bad idea because Ronnie 2K can't help his goofy. He can't help himself. I never seen somebody look so sleepy. And folks say that I be looking sleepy. Ronnie 2K looked like a zombie, like like Walking Dead. The man is just half sleep everywhere he goes, and he walks around. I never seen a 50-year-old man walk around in his pajamas. I never seen that. Ronnie 2K wears pajamas every single day, all day. So it would be nice. It would be nice. I'd be winging this stuff, yeah. I'd be winging it, B. I read the comment and my reactions are that I bet Ronnie 2K can't do that without getting the company sued. Mike Wang could do it, but Ronnie 2K can't do it. In the short time that we know of Ronnie 2K, he got caught. I don't even want to put this. I'll just say he got caught in a room laying down on the bed with somebody that wasn't supposed to be in the room. For those of you who know that situation, yeah, I don't want to put too much on it, but for those of you that know that it was filmed, Ronnie 2K has gotten caught also. I forgot the Marcus Cousins, I think his name is, calling him a DICK and then had to apologize. He didn't know it was still filming. It's so crazy. In the short time that we know Ronnie 2K, he has said, "Hey, what are y'all complaining about spending money on 2K when y'all get hundreds of hours of entertainment? You go to the movies, you spend $20 watching a movie, and that's only 2 hours." That's Ronnie 2K statements. Little Sauce been a rookie for 6 months. Appreciate you, man. What up, Little Sauce? It's all good here. I hope you're doing good as well. But you know, I don't act like I have all this information and I wear it on the sleeve. I just know all this stuff, and this helps develop my opinion of the company as a whole. And then when I get the video game in front of me and we see it, and every year I tell my wife, "Hey, the game is amazing." Every year I say, "It looks like it's gonna be awesome," and my wife's response is, "Don't hold your breath." How does the wife have that response? And here we are as 2K players that play the game every single year. We kind of forget. This year, I am not forgetting. 2K24, I will be reminding every one of y'all. Because 23 was such a letdown in comparison to where it was upon release. I'm going to be reminding y'all, chill. I'll show hype. I'll show enthusiasm, being optimistic for a good experience with 2K24. But chill, homie. Don't smile too much, Brody. Can't show your teeth. 2K don't like happy 2K players.
Are y'all in an abusive relationship with 2K?
Everybody's in an abusive relationship with 2K. Everybody's in an I gotta be cautious. Well, 2K is not actually abusing y'all, but we hear this often. Folks say there's like a weird relationship that we have with 2K. But yeah, we're here. We know it's almost insanity by now. We know what it is, and we still give them the money. C. Patterson said, "A mother always knows." There's probably a mechanic. This is your boy Prince. It's spelled with a Y, by the way. That's one thing about this generation. Everybody got a different way to spell the most common name. It gets confusing to me, but this generation is hella creative. So like Jerry is spelled with a G and an I. Prince spells his name with a Y. So some of you weirdos might read Pry and C instead of Prince. But I get it. It's just a weird dynamic that we got. So give me some time to kind of, I don't want to jack up your names, but Prince said there's probably a mechanic in place where, and I can't even read the comment scrolled up. Put it back in if you can, because the Tim and Tanis, because the wives are laughing at us because they see it every year. The same cheering for you favorite sports team, thinking this is gonna be the year. The same as cheering for your favorite sports team. Appreciate that, Tim and Tanis. 2K guards are biased. Call Me Bain said, "Absolutely, we are." J Cash said, "2K beats us like Ike beat Tina." 2K beats us like Ike beat Tina. Playing defense on 2K23 is like playing Skate 3. Not really. If you feel like, let's keep it a buck here, y'all. Defense on 2K23 is the best it's been. It's one of the best 2Ks in regards to perimeter defense and skating. If you guys don't know what skating is, maybe you're new to 2K. The homie that said it's like skating, but oh my god, you were really skating back then. This was a huge issue back then where there was tremendous amounts of latency where you would dead skate and you have to hold that. If you're going to the right, you have to hold left and wait 2 seconds for him to start the motion back toward the left. You really, and it was like in 2K23, you can't, like, your teammates won't be able to know that you're sliding around because it looks like you're playing just bad defense. So in 2K, in previous versions of 2K, it was noticeable that you were sliding around because you were so far away from the person you were defending. Prince, boy, Prince, chill. You're right. You're gonna see the trailer get high. Yeah, yeah. And it's facts, Cracker. We are gonna see the trailer. And like I said, I don't ever want to come to a point where I lack excitement. I'm a 2K creator, so I always want to be excited when it's due time to be excited. But there's somebody that needs to hold 2K accountable for the player base. There's somebody that needs to remember some of the things that we've experienced in the past so that we could take a more grounded approach when we're taking steps toward the future. So, we got to take those things into consideration. That's not to say that I'm not going to be excited at all. I want to be excited, but I'll be here to say, chill, my guy. Remember? Remember. That's going to be the thing. You remember? We say it in Spanish is you remember? That'll be the thing next year. I'll put you member. Why did they take out skipping quests after you make your rebirth? I don't know. I didn't even realize that. I don't go into my career like the storyline, but the few times that I did, I despised the idea that you have to go through these cutscenes just to play a game, just to play an NBA game. D is the best, agreed. Pause, little sauce. I didn't agree to that. Just we got a problem with the servers. One game, my player is so responsive that I'm in shock and can't hit open shots the next game. Yeah, no, it's facts. Little sauce, it's facts. When the game is responsive, you feel unstoppable. When the game has latency, you can't play defense. You could barely play offense well enough. So yeah, I've been playing 2K16 my career and my league. The cohesiveness in the animations and overall gameplay puts this game to shame. I wish they just cut the service back on every other weekend. We were talking about that yesterday as well, wishing that we can go back to 2K16 and play online, but I don't think 2K wants that to happen, especially after my experience getting on 2K22, because it undermines the process of development for what they're currently making. So they want folks to play the new game and kind of direct traffic or direct our expectations toward what's to come in the future instead of revisiting what we had in the past that was so great. And if we make the comparison, we might just get off the current version of the game. So I agree with you. Appreciate you leaving your thoughts about that. But I missed the old 2K17 and 2K20. Mr. Football said that. Me too. I missed it as well. The interior defense was great when the game first started. It made guards. Thank you, Legs McGee. Said the interior defense was great when the game first started. It made guards think twice about driving. Now guards are dunking at will. I don't know why they're dunking on will. This comes from defensive first player, or this comes from a defensive first player, and it's that's right. They were thinking twice about driving into the paint. There was something to make them think about that drive into the paint, and now you got 6'1" guards taking off. Because they got limitless on silver, they're taking off. How much has the VC prices changed? I got one of the most popular videos this year was about how much VC prices have changed. Just go on my channel. It's one of the most viewed videos on my channel. It's spread throughout the 2K community like wildfire. VC prices changed tremendously. Now you guys are paying over $100 per build, and that's just absolute insanity. I will say I've seen gameplay increase a lot of aspects But man, we taking baby steps in the right way. But when they F up, we take jumps backwards. That's a fair assessment, Rondo. I think that's a fair collected assessment of what we've experienced. I feel very similar to what Rondo said. Is these little baby steps in the right direction. And for me, considering 2K23 was such a huge change in mechanics, we can't compare it to 2K20. But if we're going to say, is this a good direction to head? Yes, adrenaline bars, a good direction ahead. Dropping stamina is a good direction ahead. But they need to find a fair balance that it doesn't take away from the fun aspects. And that's where they take this huge step backwards. And I think the community enjoys the challenge. We've always been players that enjoy a challenge. If we don't see a challenge in the game, we create it, like wagers and things like that. We create the challenges, leagues, things like that. So I like that we had a challenge, but when they started peeling back those layers with the patches, we started seeing all the goofiness and the game just went downhill. That's my thoughts on it. It's like 2K wants us to go back to pulling up to your friend's crib with the controller to play the service of cheeks. That's funny. Little Saw said the base of the game right now is the most competitive when the game is responsive. Yeah. It's just when it's responsive, it seems like we're going through on a regular day that I play 2K for hours on end. It seems like we may get, let's say I play 3 or 4 hours. We may get, let's be nice here, maybe 3 games being nice, 3 games that is responsive. Like, you know, it's just responsive. And you know what that encompasses when it's responsive. And you probably played 15 games in that time or something like that. So I don't know if you guys are having the same experience. 2K was way better when positions had capped attributes. You play your position to his strengths and adjust it to his weaknesses. Now everybody Jordan and Iverson body. Interesting, Jay. Call me Bane. I was watching Chris Moore's old 2K14 video. The grind to reward ratio as far as VC in my career was crazy. One good game, you could bump your player up to 2 or 3 attributes. But the cost for the build was what? $20? You know, the cost for our bills, and not maybe 2K14, I'm not referring to that, but the cost for bills, man, you used to be able to max out a bill with $40. Now you're paying over $100. Where did we go wrong? Why are we paying for inflation costs to maintain a virtual city? They don't got real maintenance workers. And can none of y'all apply to pick up garbage in the city? Ain't none of y'all doing community service that you got locked up for your tight, shiny pants and you got a violation and now you got to pick up garbage in the city? Why is there inflation costs on 2K and why is it so dramatic? And then where are we headed? Which is what's more concerning. Where are we headed? If 2K and Ronnie 2K admitted, we don't count this as a lot of money that you're spending. Yo, Ronnie 2K counting my pockets. Pocket watching. That's not a lot of money while he's in his Lambo. That's right. Ronnie 2K every day in his pajamas in a Lambo. So how are you going to watch my pockets and tell me what's a lot of money? Y'all go to the movies, y'all spend this. Why can't y'all spend this for hundreds of hours of entertainment? Man, if you don't get your goofy self away from me, so weird. They need to get rid of the city. That B is laggy. It is laggy. Got to pay taxes for NPCs. Yeah, we got to pay them NPCs to walk around the city and do nothing and have that one NPC argue with his girl by the baby carriage. You know how much money it costs to put those NPCs in there and have them arguing all day, every day you log on 2K? That's what you guys are paying. You guys are taxed. Somebody got to pay those NPCs. I have an 84 overall build. To max him out is 300,000 VC. On Dexter's Laboratory, I'm not paying that. Insane. City, you better check out Free Guy NPC are real virtual people. The NPCs are real virtual people, B. Well, on that note, I'm pretty sure, yeah, we are an hour in. We was ranting all for an hour. As always, we'll do this every day. You guys are welcome to tune back in tomorrow again. Before we wrap this up, I want to offer you guys the new service that we're providing within our Discord community. You guys are all welcome to join our Discord community, but it's free to join. But if you want more dedicated one-on-one consultations during your 2K journey, please consider subscribing to our Discord. The whole All City team is ready for you guys to subscribe, helping you with badges, builds, getting you out there in the rec to see how you play so that we can better assess how to get your build up to par, ready to compete, and help you with those little nuances that a lot of folks just don't know playing the game. If you're new to 2K or you need help during your 2K journey, subscribe to our Discord or just join and become a member of one of the best 2K communities out there. Non-toxic, only positive vibes. We accept nothing less. We do not tolerate any level of toxicity. Wishing you all safe and blessed rest of your day. I'm finna start my 2K day right now. I'll catch y'all either on the next video or live stream.